This is the Georgia Water Coalition, and we're here to talk buffers. Buffers are not the workers that wax your car at the car wash. In fact, buffers are actually critical defenses to keep Georgia's rivers, streams, and lakes clean. Since 1975, Georgia lawmakers have protected these water bodies by establishing a buffer or natural area along their edges. Within this buffer, construction activity and other disturbances are not permitted without first obtaining a variance from Georgia's Environmental Protection Division. Buffers provide important services. They keep pollution out of our streams, give wildlife places to live and feed, prevent erosion and loss of property, slow stormwater to prevent flooding, and shade streams to keep water cool. Lawmakers have long agreed that, like fences, good buffers make good neighbors. No downstream property owner should ever have their use and enjoyment of a stream damaged by the actions of someone upstream. Unfortunately, last summer, a ruling by the Georgia Supreme Court put a monkey wrench in Georgia's buffer laws. The High Court ruled that only water bodies with rested vegetation shall be protected by the state's mandatory 25-foot natural buffer. The problem is, there's lots of water bodies without this thing called rested vegetation. So what is it exactly? Rested vegetation is the point along the edge of a stream where the force of the flowing water prevents any plants from growing and leaves a clear scar. On most Georgia streams, that line is easy to see, and the buffer is measured from that point of rested vegetation. But on some streams and rivers, the water moves slowly and doesn't rest vegetation. Here, defining the point of rested vegetation is a little tricky. On this Flint River sandbar, is the point of rested vegetation at the low water line? Or is it along the line of willow trees? Or is it along the line of the riverside forest? In cases like this, the state now says that where there is no clear line of rested vegetation, there is no buffer. Such interpretations have led to examples like this, where EPD determined that the Satilla River property owner who built this cabin was not in violation of state buffer laws. Amending the law to allow EPD to use the ordinary high water mark as the point from which the buffer should be measured would correct this problem. All of Georgia's waterways deserve buffer protections because good buffers make good neighbors by protecting our water and our property.